Hello. Welcome.
Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Beyond Redemption. My name is Z and I'm not alone. I'm with my husband.
Yes, the husband. My name is David. I don't prefer David. David is like old names, hey, but I do love it. It's my name, hey. Yeah, without wasting time and getting straight to the point, like we promised, we're gonna tell you a story about what happened, the Imani story.
So yes guys, it is story time. As we promised you guys that we're gonna give you guys a story time behind when I was pregnant and how we conceived and what happened in that whole process of me, from conceiving to labor and so on and so forth. So without wasting any time more guys, and before we get to the story, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Excuse me,
please
do comment and like our videos, and please do share with your other contacts. We will really appreciate it.
Thanks,
share
guys.
our videos on WhatsApp or wherever. Share the link so that they can watch and view our videos.
Yes.
So yeah, let us begin.
Guys, please do press that share button. It does help with locks. So as when someone searches for Beyond Redemption, he or she can find us. Yeah, let us begin. I'm gonna start the story here. This is a very emotional story, and then it just boils up that anger in me. Guys, as a Christian, you do get to a stage whereby you have anger in you, and that's one of the stages where I experienced that I do have anger. I want nothing to do with my baby, but then how I control anger, that's what pleases God. So without wasting time and continue, after we got married, that was December 2021, got married, we wanted our baby to come in a wedlock. I'm not saying having a baby out of the wedlock, it's a bad thing. It's just that you made a mistake, but the baby's not a mistake. So we wanted that so that we can say something to her. Not like when you don't can't blah blah blah, but don't forget about that. We wanted to get our first baby and the baby afterwards inside the wedlock, and then it happened just like that. We got married in January, and then March she became pregnant. We fall pregnant, and what helped us a lot, it's food we eat and the apps that we were using, which was tracking the ovulation period and stuff like that. Or no, it's one day before ovulation you can now start having sex. Then we did exactly that, and then by God's grace, she conceived. And then we waited for the app to tell us when you're 10 days pregnant. What?
No, continue. That has nothing to do with you.
Okay. So the app was the app that the app that we used. It was really very, 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 very helpful. I just don't forget the name of the app. So it helped us a lot, telling us, okay, you're 10 days pregnant, and then we followed that 10 days, went to the doctor, to the GP confirmed that really you are pregnant, so you need to come back after 3 months so that we can perform tests and take blood. So at this stage we can't, because the baby still there is still a fetus, so we can't take tests now. You need to come after 3 months. Fast forward 3 months, boom, by the doctor, and then the doctors, it was 15 weeks, around 15 weeks. And around 15 weeks, that what happened, we went to the doctor, gave us everything, then referred us to the gynecologist, because we were preferably not about like gynecologist wamsadi. So she told us around here, like, we don't have a female gynecologist post for anyone. And then she referred us to a gynecologist in Vereeniging. Vereeniging was a little bit far as compared to Vanderbilt. So we couldn't go there because it was far and it was very, very much inconveniencing. So we searched for the local one, and then we found doctor in Vanderbilt. We went there. You can continue from me.
So guys, that's what happened. As I arrived at the gynae, I met the gynecologist for the very first time. My very first appointment, I went alone. My husband was not there. So I met the gynae for the first time, and we had, the whole conversation. When you just had the first baby, she will explain to you everything. Like, she'll give you that booklet and explain, you do not eat this, eat that, do this, do that, and all those kind of things. And then she explained to me, okay, but because now you are a little bit late, because remember the previous doctor that we went to, she sent me a bit late to the gynae. So I had my first gynae appointment at around 16 weeks, which was extremely late, because my first appointment was supposed to be around 12 weeks. So, okay, fine. I was okay with it. So the gynae decided that, you know what, let me refer you to this person who is a sonographer. She does ultrasounds in 2G and 4G. So fine, I was excited about that, asked her questions, and she's like, yeah, you can see, you'll be able to see, a better anatomy of the baby, not just like, skeletons and stuff. You can actually see your baby, like,
Hands,
the hands, the face, the eyes, and I was excited about that. So, but now, what the gynae did not make clear to me was that they're not gonna set up an appointment for me. So now I didn't know that I had to set up an appointment for myself. So what she told me, she gave me a referral letter. She wrote it down. She wrote all her details, referring me to that lady. And she just said to me, go to this lady between 20 and 24 weeks. That's all she said. She did not mention that book your appointment yourself. So I was cool. I was like, oh, well.
You can go
It means automatically they have already booked the appointment for me. So I just need to take this referral letter to the sonographer and give it to her. And fine. I was excited. So you can imagine, she said 20 to 24 weeks. So I was around 16 weeks. So between that 16 weeks and the 24 weeks, I was relaxed, guys, thinking that the appointment was set for me. Fast forward to 22 weeks, we decided to go see the sonographer. And well, on our way there, my husband can continue.
Okay, on our way there, remember like she explained, on our way there, I give the sonography a call. True, hey, how is it? Get the endeavor. We are coming there, can you please give me the direction? The reason why I called here, I was looking for the direction. To the reception, they say, okay, what's your name? David Rafapa, checking on the symptom. David, but no David. Abudia, you don't have an appointment, so you need to book an appointment. What do you mean? I was referred by Dr. Mama. No, okay, Abuti, you don't have an appointment. So the earliest appointment that you can get is on the 6th of September. I'll never forget that day. Sharp. Now we have to return. I took the day off from work for what? For nothing. So now we need to return. We are using a taxi, public transport. Now the taxi needs to go to the reg first. After getting there, then we need to get off and get to do the same thing. So the same taxi that's coming back. What a waste of a day. It's fine. Okay, we call and book the appointment, 6th of September, like I said. Get there. When we get there, it's nice setting, a nice environment, a very, very nice lady. She's a very nice lady and she's so kind, loving and welcoming. Get there, hand all the documents, then we start. Get there, start with these machines, with her machines and stuff like that. Lie down, check the baby's heart. And yeah, everything was going well. We were enjoying, smiling, taking the videos. Everything was happy. So meanwhile, I was filming the entire thing. After she finished everything, the last thing, after confirming the gender of the baby, or it's a girl, boom, a girl, inkinga. However, there's a problem. Can you tell them about the problem and what happened from there?
Okay, so guys, as the sonographer was doing the test, checking the baby, what they do, guys.
They never fall pregnant.
They measure the head, the size, the belly, all those kind of things. And until it got to the last part, and we figured out that everything is okay with the baby, but there was a problem with me though. As the lady was checking with the ultrasound, she noticed that there's something wrong with my cervix. Hey guys, and when you are pregnant, finding out that there's something wrong, especially with the cervix, then you know that it's not good news. So I found out that I have a short cervix, and the cervix had dilated to 1.6 centimeters.
And the normal should be?
It should be around 3.5 centimeters. Hey guys, the sonographer started panicking. She started panicking. She was like, oh my goodness, this is not looking good. It's not looking good. We need to do something ASAP. And what did she do next?
So what she did next, before that, let's just explain what is a cervix for those who don't know. So a cervix is what's keeping the baby inside. It's connected to, let me just read it on Google first for you. The cervix is the lower narrow end of the uterus that forms a canal between the uterus and the vagina. So kastswana keeping the baby from coming out. So the cervix. So the shorter it gets, the more chances of having miscarriage. Ne? So after that, taking it forward, call the doctor. The doctor is in France, having a leg time there. So when I can understand that when they call you off guard and telling you about the patient which you don't remember, you only met once, you become so lenient. Okay, the sonographer called I'll see. I'm here with your patient. There's a very, very, very critical situation that she's facing. Only a lower cervix, so she needs to be either put on the bed rest, admitted, wara sharp. Also, our gynecologist said, okay, no, it's fine. Right now, I'm not around. I'm in Paris. I'm in France. So can you please tell them to come after 2 weeks upon my return? So the sonographer said, no. It can't be like that. By then, it will be too late. So he said, okay, let me make arrangements. I'm getting someone to stand on her behalf. Then from there we go. We are not coming home, going straight there to find a bail. Get there. When we get there, we found the acting lady for her, and then she saw the report from the sonography, and then also she was shocked. She was in a very big shock. Then she literally told us that the only thing that we can do with this situation is to pray. But then she will give us progesterone. It's like a bullet that you put inside the vagina to keep the baby, to glue the baby from not coming out. And then from there, my wife can explain furthermore.
Yes, guys. So they put me on progesterones because remember I was late, so I couldn't do the cyclage, which it was a story for another day. We had to think about another way forward, which was very stressful because it was my first time finding out that there's such a situation that a woman can have a short cervix, and I was not informed on that because I didn't know. That was shocking to me. And when they told me that, yeah, but there's a procedure that we do and we can, do this procedure, a cyclage. And when I heard that they cannot perform that on me, I was almost depressed. I was almost depressed because I'm too late for that procedure. Now they're telling me they're going to give me these progesterones, and I'm asking this woman, but do they work? And she's like, yeah, they do work. They do work. For many people it worked, and I don't want to lie, the lady, her words were very encouraging and she was consoling, and she would tell me that, no, there are women who reached 36, 37, they made it, and that gave me confidence, but I was still a little bit in disbelief, and I felt like my faith was draining a little bit. But then it's fine, we went home.
What did they say?
We went home because the lady, the gynae that was in for the actual gynecologist, she put us on, she said that I need to be on strict bed rest. Yeah, that that was something else because, mind you guys, I think I was like 5 months pregnant at that time.
Which is like, I think 24 weeks.
Yeah, I was like 24 weeks pregnant, and now I have to be on bed rest for the remaining period
16 weeks
of my pregnancy, which is like 4 months. So
yeah, it was bad. So the reason why they cannot perform cyclage, if they can try to attempt to perform that cyclage, the water will burst, which is
it was too late.
So fine, taking it from where she left, coming home, the bed rest. So the family offered the help. I think after 2 weeks, when they heard about your situation, the granny came here and then they explained, oh, can we take her so that we can take care of her? I said no. So on my mind was like, this is a test where you say, through sickness and what, I will be with you. So I was holding it like a man on my chest. And then we were in the bed rest together. Then I need to make sure that she does not get off the bed. I need to cook for her, bath her, do everything, perform all the house responsibility that she usually performs, do literally everything for her, get microwave close to. Luckily we were blessed because we were staying in a room. It helped a lot. Hey, it was like a fancy, because now the microwave is just a hand away. So it was easy for her not to leave the bed. So yeah, we've been there for 4 months. Take 4 months making sure before I go to work, the breakfast, lunch, snacks, everything is available for her. Yeah, so you can take it here, my love, and telling them how did you feel emotionally through this whole situation that you nearly lost your baby. There was a lot of errors from the doctors, and knowing that when you're on bed rest, you're only praying for at least for the baby to be premature. Like at that time, what was happening in your mind emotionally, physically, what you were going through? Just can you please tell people what I cannot tell them?
So yeah, guys, so as I was on bed rest, a very strict one. So the only time I could move was when I'm going to the toilet. Even bathing, I couldn't go to the shower. I had to use a little bathtub. And yeah, it was a problem because now, yeah, my husband had to help me with everything, like he said, which was hectic. It was emotional for me because I'm used to doing things on my own. So having to be helped, with everything, for me, that just made the situation even worse, honestly speaking. And yes, my family was concerned because they thought to themselves that, your husband is working. How about you come home and we take care of you? But no, we decided to do this thing together. And I really would say that it was a challenge. It was a challenge, but at the end of the day, we conquered. Because we were told that our daughter could be born prematurely. In fact, they said that she might not even make it to like 30 weeks. They said that 28 weeks, that's it. That's how much or how far it can get. So you can imagine what I was going through as a mother, or as a mother to be. That was not an easy thing to go through, because if anything had happened to my daughter, or I'd gone through early labor, and then something goes wrong, I was going to blame myself for the rest of my life. So the fact that, God really came through, it was a challenging time for us, but we continued praying. We spent time in the Word, especially me also personally. When I was at home, on bed rest, I would spend time on the Word. I would meditate. I would pray, guys. I would pray. I would even have my own private Holy Communion. Like it would just be a thought that would come, and I'd just have a Holy Communion alone. Like, I don't know, like it's like my faith increased because it was already going down the drain after what I had experienced. So I'd say that, I thank God for the experience, because it made me a better person. Now it made me a better person. And not forgetting my daughter's name, it means faith. So I felt like that name was being tested, guys, because we had already named her before she was born. In fact, before she was even conceived.
That's what we do, hey?
So you can imagine.
Yeah, it is. That's the story. So the emotional part of the story is we could have lost the baby if it wasn't God favoring us, because they were concerned if there was no spottage. They call it spottage, a little bit of blood drops. So by God's grace, there was nothing like that. But according to medical, it was supposed to be there. So there was nothing there. So it is by the grace of God. So everyone who have been there, but I would like to not mentioning more names because there's a lot of people who have been there. And Stompy was really, really helpful. She was visiting a lot, and she even told us, oh no, I know people who have been through that, but then they performed a C-clutch for them, and then they had to give birth via Caesar. So that's what she told us. Or no, but they no, usually it can pass even 40 weeks. So it was good and helping a lot. But then my wife did not want a C-section. You didn't want that.
Yes, I made it very clear that I want to have a natural birth. So God favored us, and by His grace, that is always sufficient for us, guys. My daughter was born full term. Imagine, they said she would be born around 27 weeks, 28 weeks, but she made it full term. She was born at 39 weeks.
So when there was a time we were praying for 28 weeks, but God made a miracle, made it more than 38 weeks. So that's how God works. That's how our life works. Sometimes what we're praying for is not what we deserve. We deserve more than that. It's just that we need to have faith and believe in the Lord. So guys, I know there's people out there maybe who has been having miscarriages that you cannot explain. Trust me, sometimes it's not witchcraft. It's very rare that the chances of witchcraft. Remember, the child is from God, and whatever happens, I just want you to at least take our story, check the cervix. 28 weeks. The visit to the gynecologist is not that expensive, guys. It's like 700 for the first visit, and just go 38 weeks. Just go on 12 weeks. If ever there is a C-clutch that needs to perform, then they can do something about that. So during that pregnancy, before, I'm remembering something. So there was a time there were no progesterone. So in Sasolburg, Vanderbilt, Alberton, there was no progesterone. The only way to get that, because at our pharmacy they told us we are out of stock. We don't have stock in South Africa. We're waiting for stock from Orkant. So the only where we got the progesterone, we got them in Hammanskraal. So can you just imagine, from here up until Hammanskraal looking for that? We went to Pretoria, we found nothing. So Hammanskraal is where we found the progesterone before we ran out of them.
So yeah, guys, yeah,
please,
in closing,
before that, love, please note that if you are pregnant, just make sure you go just make sure that you go to gynecologist at around 2 weeks, around 12 weeks, please. If it gets to, because remember that thing, you can get a miscarriage around 5 months, because remember, the furthermore you don't know, the more pressure. When you stand up, you put the pressure on the cervix. The more you eat, you put the pressure on the cervix. The more the baby grows, you put the pressure on the cervix. That way it will end up rupturing, and then you have miscarriage that you cannot explain. See, so just try to save up for that, and then go to gynecologist and try to avoid this, because it can be avoided. I know someone who had 3 miscarriages because she did not know that she has that problem, the same problem that my wife she's having. Maybe you've been trying that in secret, you never told anyone. Please just consider that. Just consider going to a gynecologist. Actually, you don't even have to go to a gynecologist. You can go to a sonography straight, and then she will tell you. So yeah, guys, from my side, my wife, is there anything that you want to wrap up on this?
No, I think my husband has already closed, and he has mentioned all the things that I wanted to mention. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope this video was encouraging for you guys. And remember, don't lose the faith. Keep the faith. God answers prayers. Remember, Jesus said that if you pray unto him, having faith, and if you believe, he will answer. So do keep the faith. Don't lose hope. I know there are people who are going through a lot, I think I was blessed and fortunate enough that I didn't get to lose my baby. But for you who has already lost your child, it's not the end of the world. You can try again. And God will bless you. God will bless you. So hope you enjoyed the video.
Hope you did enjoy the video and enjoy the videos that will follow up. And please, guys, have a nice time, and we love you guys. Have faith in the Lord and stop sinning. So the only time you will get a covering from our Lord God is you stop committing a sin. If you have been sinning and committing a sin, living in sin, please do not die in sin. Stop that and live according to Christ. Avoid sinning, because that's remember, if we go to the Bible, if I have a little bit of time, I would like to take you there so that it can make sense of why I'm against sinning. So remember the time when Jesus was about to be crucified. God left him, not because, remember the statement say, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, in our what, you know that part, ne? So it was the God left him during that time because he was no longer Jesus. His body was covered with sin, so God could not stand the dead. God could not stand the sin in him at that time, because he needed to die. He carried all our sin at that time, so that's why God left him. So it shows when you keep on living in sin, God leaves you. If you remember what happened to Adam after sinning, God left him. What happened? You remember Jesus Christ when he healed that person at the gate. Remember what he told him? Don't tell anyone and stop sinning. So if you stop sinning, you invite God in you to live in you, guys. So forgive me for preaching or teaching, but it's very important that we stop sinning, committing a sin. Sin, the wages of sin is what?
It's death.
It's death.
Okay, guys. Yeah. I think that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you for your time.
Until next time, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Mommy. Look at mommy. Hello, baby. Hey. Hey, you. Where are you going? Where is baby Money going? Where are you going to?
Or even difficulty remembering what was said. So let me go. Is an experienced educational psychologist of working with secondary and secondary school youth. Many kids